Each year, our prayer shawl ministry does a thing with some of the teachers at one of our local schools. Children will color the hats that they would like us to make, and then we take the time to try to decipher the hat and create it either by knit or crochet. And these are kindergartners, so kind of going to show you. I'm going to try to cover up their names because privacy issues. But this was this person's hat that they wanted, and this is what I created out of it. So that is one hat that is done and ready. The next person had a very interesting combination that they wanted, and it was this, but they wanted to make sure you understood they wanted the bottom to be white. So this is what I came up with for this one. Now our next gentleman, lady, I'm not sure, had a very different idea of what hat they wanted to look like. And this was kind of fun to try to figure out and recreate. Basically, they wanted mostly white with just some black lines in it. So this is what I came up with. And as you can see, the pom-pom has just a swirl of black in it. So I added just a swirl of black in there. And so hopefully that person will be happy with their hat. We do go usually the first part of the year, January, we do go to the schools and hand those out directly to the children along with their hats and their pages. Now this one was a rather interesting one. This is what I came up with. As you can see, it's got the two-tone color on the back, which is an interesting construction when you make it. But that's the closest that I could come up with for this young person. The next person had a very different idea of what they wanted. And I was, sometimes you look at them and you think, I don't know about that. But this was the hat here, and this is what the finished product looked like. So it was a lot of fun getting these done. Now this next hat, very simply, was the easiest one to do, with the exception of it being so much black. Black is hard to work with when you knit or crochet. Generally, as you get a little older, it gets a little harder to see, so you do the best you can. I use a neck light. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes putting a white background behind it works. This was the last hat that I picked up to do, and this is the final rendition of it. So that's a fun project we do every year. Looking forward to next year's. I have been asked why I crochet them, because I can crochet 2 hats in the time that it takes me to knit 1. So I can do more hats when I crochet than when I knit. And many times, a lot of the ladies will not pick up a lot of hats to do. They'll only take 2 or 3. Generally, I take anywhere from 6 to 10. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this, and hope it gives you some ideas for maybe your school-age children.